up his face and began to bless all the congregations of Israel, while all the congregations of Israel were standing up. And he went on to say, Blessed is Jehovah the God of Israel, who spoke by his own mouth with David my father, and by his own hand has gave fulfillment, saying, From the day that I brought my people Israel out from Egypt, I have not chosen a city out of all the tribes of Israel to build a house to the name of my name to continue there. But I shall choose David to come to be over my people Israel. And it came to be close to the heart of David my father to build a house to the name of Jehovah the God of Israel. But Jehovah said to David my father, For the reason that it proved to be close to your heart to build a house to my name, you did well. Because it proved to be close to your heart, only you yourself will not build the house, but your son who is coming forth from your loins is the one that will build the house to my name. And Jehovah proceeded to carry out his word he had spoken, that I might rise up in the place of David my father, and sit upon the throne of Israel, just as Jehovah had spoken, and that I might build a house to the name of Jehovah the God of Israel, and that I might locate a place there for the ark, where the covenant of Jehovah is that he concluded with our forefathers, when he was bringing them out from the land of Egypt. And Solomon began standing before the altar of Jehovah in front of all the congregations of Israel. And he now spread his palms into the heavens and went on to say, O Jehovah, the God of Israel, there is no God like you in the heavens above or on the earth beneath, keeping the covenant and the loving kindness towards your servants who are walking before you with all their heart. You who have kept towards your servant David my father, which you promised him, so that you made the promise with your own mouth, and with your own hand you have made the fulfillment, as at this day. And now, O Jehovah, the God of Israel, keep toward your servant David my father that which you promised him, saying, There will not be a cut off of a man of yours before me to sit upon the throne of Israel. If only your son will take care of their way by walking before me, just as you have walked before me. And now, O God of Israel, let your promise that you have promised to your servants David my father prove trustworthy, please.
Good job, Brother Ramirez. First, I'd like to say you did a good job balancing on those two tiny little stools and didn't fall off. So that was a challenge in itself there. And then you did a very fine reading. You were working on study point number 9, which is modulation. Modulation really means that our voice is going to kind of go up and down a little bit. And especially at the first beginning of the reading, you did that. So, just the general reading, our tone may be one way, and then maybe it gets a little deeper when we're reading maybe a man speaking, or maybe it's Jehovah speaking, and we get a little deeper. And you demonstrated that in that talk. And so, what that does, instead of just reading, we can practice, and go, well, I read it, and I didn't skip any words, and I did a good job. But now we want to put life into the reading and really make it come alive. And that's what you can do by raising and lowering your voice. So excellent job. Thank you, Brother Ramirez. Brother Craig Stevens allowed himself to be volunteered last second. We appreciate that. He's going to handle the part from our reasoning book. When people cast aside the Bible standard on